Email continues to be one of the most common forms of communication in the workplace. It's the lifeblood of every business or organization because it expedites communication within an organization as well as outside of it. Let's take a look at some guidelines for writing email at work. Email allows you to send short messages about routine matters that make business function smoothly. It also enables the quick dissemination of longer documents, such as memos or reports, by the way of file attachments. Email is an informal, relaxed type of business correspondence, far more informal than a printed memo, letter, short report, proposal, though it's more complex than instant messaging or a social media post. Yet even though business email is an easy way of communicating, this does not mean that you can forget about your responsibilities as a courteous and conscientious as well as ethical employee, coworker, and writer. You have to revise and review your email before you click the send button. That means proofreading carefully and following all the rules of proper spelling, avoid text messaging spelling as an example, punctuation, capitalization, and word choice. Unlike with your personal email, you need to consider the impact of your business email will have on you and your career. When you send a business email, you're representing more than yourself and your preferences as in a personal email. You're speaking on the behalf of your employer. Because your email must reflect your company's best image, make sure it's businesslike, free from grammatical mistakes, and carefully researched as well as polite. Sarcasm, slang, aggressive tones, name-calling, and inappropriate clip art do not belong in any company email. When you prepare and organize your email message, always consider your reader's specific needs as well as those of your organization. The guidelines set out here will help you to write effective business emails. Make sure that your email is confidential and ethical. Send nothing through email that you wouldn't want to see on your company's website or in your local newspaper. Do not forward a coworker's or employer's email without that person's approval. Don't change the wording of a message that you're expected to read and forward. Never send an objectionable file, photo, or video. Here are some guidelines to make your email easy to read. Always provide a clear, precise subject line. Treat the subject line as a headline. Try to limit your emails to one screen. Do not send emails with lines or subjects written all capital letters. Break your messages into short paragraphs and make each paragraph no more than 3 lines. Observe the rules of netiquette, internet etiquette. Respond promptly to email. Give your readers reasonable time to respond. Proofread and revise before you send an email. Avoid unfamiliar abbreviations and include a signature block. Adopt a professional business style for your emails by using a colon after the recipient's first name, getting to the point right away, keeping your message concise, and never sending an attachment without a cover email. Additionally, edit politely, use complimentary closes, and proofread and spell check before you send it. Respect your international readers by avoiding the content your reader might not know, respecting your reader's cultural traditions, spelling your reader's name correctly, being careful about sending appropriate photographs, and avoiding humor that might be misinterpreted. Ensure that your email is safe and secure. Use email antivirus software, don't be a victim of identity theft or pinching, and create a strong email password to do so, and back up important files. Although email is convenient, easy to use, and appropriate for routine business correspondence, be careful to use it in appropriate situations. Blogs are important communication for employees, employers, managers, and customers alike. Blog posts are short, conversational articles giving readers current and relevant news and commentary on a variety of issues important for your organization, brand, and your profession. Posts are generally a few paragraphs long and often written 2 or 3 times a week, although some bloggers post to their work more frequently, sometimes daily. Written in chronological order, blogs are dated, titled, and frequently archived. A blog includes more than just a blogger's views. Blogs are highly interactive, allowing for two-way or group communication between the author and the audience. In the blogosphere, readers write comments in response to blog posts, and the blogger and other readers reply. This interaction is key to a blog's success. In fact, bloggers often post the number of visitors who've left comments on their sites. To write a successful blog, you have to attract readers, build relationships with them, promote products, services, or ideas, and respond to comments and suggestions. There are two types of blogs. Blogs can either be internal or external, depending on their audience and use in the workplace. Internal blogs are among the most versatile forms of workplace correspondence. They're designed exclusively to be used on the company network by employees to post their comments and questions, their views, and generally to communicate up and down the corporate ladder. Internal blogging serves many functions. These include informing employees about vital company news, helping employees to better understand and perform their jobs, conducting virtual meetings without having to make arrangement for face-to-face gatherings, enhancing collaboration through the interaction of blog posts and comments, providing a forum for workplace discussions, and improving employee participation and morale by inviting suggestions and questions. External or business blogs are essential marketing and public relations tools in the world of e-commerce. They allow an organization to share information about its brand, mission, achievements, and activities. They also allow companies to express their side of the story, their interpretation of events, and clarify issues quickly and publicly. The guidelines that follow will help you write appropriate business blog posts. Use the right tone to attract readers. Essential to any business blog's success is getting information from readers, their views, concerns, and feedback. Whether you, a manager or employee, your business blog needs to reveal the professional side of your organization and its brand. Your blog needs to sound sincere and friendly, welcoming to the readers of your site. Follow your company's protocol. Protect your company's best image, respect your employer's confidentiality, avoid making your company liable, and be professional. Target your audience. Know what your audience cares about, write an attention-grabbing headline, make sure you're paying attention to the needs of your international audience, and date every blog post. Make your blog persuasive. Structure your blog so that your first paragraph comes to the point at once and tells readers what you're blogging about and why. Write concisely and sincerely. Keep your posts short and easy to read. Adopt a casual, conversational style. Document your sources, including visuals. If you use someone else's work, get their permission first from the individual or the company who owns the copyright. Include relevant documentation and permission if you use a visual you didn't create. Business blogging is a marketing tactic that uses blogging to get your business more online visibility. A business blog is a marketing channel, just like social media, direct mail, email marketing, and so on, that helps support business growth. Messaging in the workplace can involve either a networked messaging system or text messaging, and often both. What follows are important considerations when you're called upon to write in either medium. Think of messages, or as they're sometimes called instant messages, as somewhere between a phone call and an email, or a chat with a colleague in the hallway of your office. Message conversations are almost as instantaneous as phone conversations, but at the same time, they provide written records of communications just like emails do. Keep in mind, though, that messages are not just used for communication with your friends, they're also an important part of workplace correspondence. In fact, researchers estimate that 90% of all businesses have used or will use messaging systems for routine communication. Let's take a look at the appropriate times to use messages versus emails. How quickly does my message need to be answered? If you need information right away, use a message rather than an email because recipients will most likely reply at once if they're online. How long or complex is my message? If your message is more than a line or two, use email. If your message is more than a brief back-and-forth communication, then send an email. In addition to writing guidelines for emails, observe these rules for your instant messages. Always stay connected and indicate your status, whether you're away or available or online or offline. Always ask the other person if they're available for messaging. Keep your messages short. Get to the point right away. A sentence or two is best for an instant message. Write about one topic at a time. Don't include information about 2 or 3 different subjects in one message. Avoid text speak. That may be acceptable in your personal texting, but avoid acronyms and other abbreviations. Be professional. Make sure the style and tone of your message are polite and businesslike. Choose an appropriate screen name. Use correct spelling and punctuation. Just because IMs are streamlined, don't assume that using slang, misspelling words, or forgetting about punctuation is acceptable. Don't bombard coworkers or your boss with messages. Send them only brief, necessary, work-related communications. Organize your contact lists into separate groups such as clients, coworkers, friends and family, and so on, so you don't embarrassingly send someone the wrong message. While instant messaging platforms are widely used for personal use, many business owners have embraced IMs in the workplace to support and even replace traditional forms of communication. Monitoring and responding quickly to your organization's target audience on social media generates better customer interaction and drives sales. There's a big difference between expressing your own opinions on social media and representing your company's brand. You have to choose your words carefully before posting company information and responses to the public. Again, keep in mind your posts represent your employer. Social media is interactive. It's about building and sustaining relationships. Think of your posts, tweets, and pins as part of an ongoing conversation with customers who want information about your products, but also want to share information with you about their experiences, both good and bad. The goal is to keep the conversation about an interest in your company strong through a global dialogue, and potentially millions of readers will be affected. To let fans and potential customers know you're available and eager to share information with them, follow these guidelines. Keep track of visitors to your sites. Facebook, for instance, provides help to understand the age, gender, location, educational level, and so on of those people who visit your sites. With Facebook and other sites, you can monitor visitors' likes, retweets, repins, and so on. Visiting these sites allows you to determine your company's strengths, shortcomings, and trends. Analytics are a useful tool when it comes to understanding interactions on your social media sites. Promise visitors rewards for visiting your site. The most successful social media sites offer rewards, something that can get people online, like giveaways, contests, prizes, discounts on sales, previews, exclusive promotions, infographics, and so on. Ask for readers' favorite images, stories, products, and so on and so forth to give them a strong sense of having participated in your marketing plan to better serve them. Make sure your company's posts are current. Post new content on a regular basis, which may be twice a day or 4 or 5 times a week. But be careful what you post in terms of not overwhelming your visitors. Post news only when it's important or directed at your target audience. Exclude your views about religion, politics, sports, or the latest movie or popular song. Save those posts for your personal social media interactions. Keep posts short. Remember, the first impressions online are made in about 3 to 5 seconds. Many social media posts are now not usually much longer than a tweet, 140 characters. An audience will read your post on social media sites quickly and move on if they don't grab their attention. Write concise, simple, and informative sentences. Strive for between 100 and 125 characters in your posts, and we recommend keeping a tweet under 90 characters. Don't ignore complaints, respond to them quickly. Make sure you're professional and calm. Don't post anything in anger, and keep your reply simple and to the point. Be courteous and thank followers for their posts, comments, or questions. Nothing infuriates a customer more than feeling that his or her complaints are not being taken seriously. Visuals are essential to the success of an enhanced social media presence. They are eye-catching and reinforce a message that you want customers to take away about your brand. Make sure your images and videos are relevant. Connect them to your message and brand. They need to tell a story about your product or service and how they relate to one another. By following these guidelines, you'll better be able to write clear, concise, and ethical e-communications for your audience.